Shalom everyone, it's Rabbi Pearlson. As we get ready for this very special Corona Seder in the year 5780, 2020, I wanted to share with you some words of inspiration that I found especially meaningful this particular year. The very famous question is, why do we drink 4 cups of wine? And the rabbis explain, well, it's 4 cups of wine because God used 4 verbs when he took us out of Egypt. Ve'otzeti, ve'itzalti, ve'galti, ve'lakachti. When God brought us out of Egypt, he delivered us from Egypt, he redeemed us from Egypt, and then he took us out of Egypt. But that explains why 4. It doesn't explain why do we have to drink 4 cups of wine. I mean, why don't we have to eat 4 matzahs? Or why don't we have to eat 4 eggs? Or why don't we have to do 4 washings of our hands? Why wine? So the rabbis explain that wine is very special. It is unique. It is different than anything else that we eat or drink, because wine can immediately change us. So there's a very famous midrash that explains when Noah got off the ark and decided to grow grapes to make wine, that Satan came and said, hey, let's be partners. In fact, he advised Noah to fertilize the grapevines with 4 different animal blood. The first one was a lamb, the second one was a lion, the third one was a monkey, and the fourth was a pig. And the rabbis explained that's why when you drink 1 glass of wine, you'll be introspective and quiet as a lamb. The second one, you'll be like a lion and you'll be roaring and making noise. And the third one is you'll be like a monkey, jumping all around and making noise and acting foolish. And the 4th cup of wine, of course, then you're like a pig. You'll end up wallowing in your own filth. But the rabbis explain it doesn't have to be a change for the negative. It can be a change for the good. And that's why this particular year we drink 4 cups of wine. We can understand that through these difficult times, we can change ourselves. Look how we've changed. We've rededicated ourselves on a daily basis to more study, to more family time, to more spousal time, taking care of our parents and children more than usual, because we've changed. The rabbis explained that that really is what Passover is all about. God decided to change us. The first 2 mitzvot that we received in Egypt, the first one was HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem. God said, we, the Jewish people, are in charge of our own calendar. We get to decide what day of the month it is. And that means Pharaoh is no longer in charge of our days, our months, our weeks. We make our own decisions. We are in charge. And the second mitzvah we got was God said, paint our doorposts with blood, the Karban Pesach, to make sure that we safeguard our homes. We can empower ourselves as likewise to change and make sure that we safeguard our homes and our lives. It's up to us. How are you going to decide for the coming year? And the answer is we must become different people than we were in the past. This Passover, let us learn from the 4 cups of wine that we can change. God wants us to change. God empowers us to change. Let's change for the better. Let's become empowered to make ourselves better people, better spouses, better children, better parents, better brothers and sisters. Because truly then we'll bring light from this darkness. We'll bring healing from the pain and suffering that's afflicting so many of our community. 4 cups of wine, let's change the bad to the good. Let's not think of things that are negative, but rather think of the things that we've already changed and how much better the future will be. Why? Because HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem, we can change. It's all up to us. God wants us to make the world a better place. Let's start it with Passover. Chag Kasher V'Sameach, a happy, healthy Pesach to all of you. Chag Sameach.